What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be looking at exercises to strengthen your quadricep muscles, which are the muscles on the front of our thigh. These muscles are extremely important in many functional tasks like going from sitting to standing, up and down stairs. And interestingly, there's a bunch of research showing that a reduction in quad strength is associated with all-cause mortality. Basically, people who maintain quad strength as they age are less likely to die. So let's go ahead and take a look at some exercises that can help build strength in this area. As I mentioned, quad strength is associated with all-cause mortality. There's a number of studies on this now. I'll put some links down in the video description if you want to read some of those research studies. In today's video, we're going to look at 4 exercises that are going to get more challenging as you go through this video. If you're brand new to strength training, just start with the first exercise, perform your sets of that, and see how you do. If you add all these at one time, you could get really sore. If you're someone who's more experienced with strength training, then you could use all of the exercises in this video to create kind of a little program for yourself. Let's go ahead and jump into the first one. For the first exercise, because our quads help so much with going from sitting to standing, one of the simplest things you can do at home is a chair squat. So the ideal situation is to find a chair that contacts you somewhere near the fold of your knee. We call this the popliteal fossa. So just, kind of aim for something starting there. You may need to adjust to a higher chair if this, again, is new to you or you have balance issues. What you're going to do is stand right in front of the chair with your feet about shoulder width, and you're going to squat down right until your butt touches the chair and then come back up. So I don't want you to sit and rest in between each repetition. The point here is to keep the tension on your muscles so that we can really build strength. You can keep your arms out in front of you to help maintain balance. And with your legs, I said shoulder width, but just find what's comfortable for you. Some people, are more comfortable. They kind of turn their feet out or have a little bit wider stance. It's okay. Just find what works best for you. And then go down, touch your butt, and come back up. If your chair is too low, you could put a pillow or a cushion on the chair so you have something to touch. With all of these exercises, we're looking at going for 3 sets of around 10 repetitions. Mostly you want to think about going until your muscles get tired. In terms of getting our muscles to become stronger, we really just need the appropriate load and stimulus to get them to change and adapt. And really a big part of that is going until you hit fatigue. So again, think about 3 sets, around 10 to 15 reps. Maybe you need to get up to 20 or 25 reps, depending on your strength level. And in between each set, take a 30-second to a 1-minute break. Okay, so that is our first exercise, a chair squat. For the second exercise, we are going to perform a goblet squat. For this one, find a dumbbell that is heavy enough to be challenging for you. So maybe somewhere in the 15 to 30 pound range, something like that. What we're going to do here is take our dumbbell, we're going to hold it on the ends like this, sort of against our chest. A goblet squat, because of where the weight is positioned, it forces our trunk to be a little more upright, which is going to allow us to more specifically target our quads rather than our glutes. We'll still work our glutes, but we're going to get our quads a little bit more. So hold that weight right against your chest. Again, feet sort of in that shoulder width kind of range, and then you're just going to squat down through the range of motion that is comfortable for you. Go as deep as you feel comfortable. If you hit pain, then you can just stop. And again, think about a set of 10 to 15 reps with a 30-second to 1-minute rest in between sets, and overall a total of 3 sets. Okay, so this is our second exercise. This is the goblet squat. It is a progression, a little more challenging than the chair squat, mainly just because we're adding external resistance. Okay, so that's our second exercise. Our next exercise is called a split squat. This is going to put a little more emphasis on one leg rather than our first 2 exercises, which were bilateral in nature. So for this exercise, the leg that we are focusing on will be the front leg. So make sure to do this on both sides. But what you're going to do is stand in kind of a lunge stance. It's called a split squat. I'm going to put my hands on my pelvis here, and then I'm just going to drop my back knee down right until it touches and then come back up. Now obviously both of my legs are helping a little bit, but I'm trying to think about more of the work coming from my front leg. So maybe it's sort of like a 70% front leg, 30% back leg, something like that. Just go down nice and slow. Make sure to control it so that you don't slam your back knee into the ground. You can put a pad or a pillow there if you're worried about it. You can also be near a wall If you have any balance issues with this, if you're brand new to it, you'll probably want to be near something just to maintain your balance. Okay, so that is our split squat. And again, make sure you get both sides with that 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. If that's too easy for you, we can go to what's called a rear foot elevated split squat. So you're going to come back to a chair or a bench. This chair is not quite ideal because it pivots and moves, so it's not as safe. But what I'm going to do here is put my back leg up. This really helps transfer the weight to my front leg. And then I'm going to do basically another type of split squat where I'm going up and down and really putting more of the emphasis on my front leg. I can even hold dumbbells right here or just one in the opposite arm if I really want to make it more challenging. And again, make sure that you get both legs. So you're just going to switch and put the other leg up, and then the same thing, kind of going up and down to really strengthen those quadricep muscles. Okay, so that was our third exercise, a split squat with a progression to a rear foot elevated split squat. The last exercise is going to be the most challenging in the video. This will be a unilateral exercise, which means all of our weight is on one leg. So for this exercise, you can use stairs at your house if you have steps or stairs. If not, then you can order an exercise step like I've got here. I'll put a link down in the video description if you need one of these. What you're going to do is stand, again, we'll do this on both sides, but we're going to stand towards the edge of the step. The leg I'm working will be up on the step. The other leg's just going to hang off the edge, and you want to be near a wall, again, just for balance. What I'm going to do here is squat straight down on one leg until my heel on my other leg touches. I'm just going to go up and down like that, nice and slow. So obviously there's a balance component here. Maybe just put a finger or two on the wall if you're worried about your balance, and make sure that you reach down with your heel. You don't want to reach down with the toe on the other side because people will be tempted to push off with the other leg, and then you're going to lose the strengthening effect on the leg that's working. So go down, touch with your heel, hold for a second, and then come back up. Again, just like all the other exercises, think about 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions, and make sure to repeat on the other side. Okay, so this is our last exercise and the most challenging one. We call it a lateral step down. Thanks for checking out today's video. I hope you find the exercises to be helpful. If you're looking for more exercises or rehab programs for common conditions, my book is currently available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. It's 500 pages in length. Each body region has its own chapter, and there are comprehensive programs for the most common conditions. Today's video, we were talking about quad strengthening. If you were just looking for prehab exercises and strengthening exercises, you could go back to the knee pain program, kind of flip through, and just start working through the 3-phase program on your own. In phase 1, we'll see exercises for reducing pain and improving mobility. In phases 2 and 3, we'll see strengthening exercises, like in today's video, exercises for the quads, the hamstrings, the calf muscles, and the glutes. So again, there are programs for the entire body and the most common conditions. I'll put a link for the book down in the description if you want to check it out. Thanks again for watching today's video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.